few days ago, we called out the market and exactly what was going on in the weekly chart, and exactly how we predicted is exactly how it happened. Now, we're not saying that we're predicting stocks. What we're saying is that we're having a foundation to the way that we trade, and we're calling things out before it happens, because when you know what you're looking for, you're never lost again. So it's important that you recognize what to look for when you're trading, and let's go into it. We're going to do a SPY review today, and we're going to go into some bullish tickers that you can take some trades next week. Now remember, this ain't financial advice. It's only for educational purposes. So with that said, let's get into the stocks, let's get into the market, and let's have an analysis for the week that's coming up. All right. This week we were looking bearish at the beginning of the week, but now we're turning around, and the week actually finished with a bullish U-turn. What that means is that it rallied down, and then it made a U-turn and came back up and finished green for the week. Man, Friday was crazy. I hope you guys took advantage of that price action on Friday. We're gonna go right into the charts real quick, and then we're going to show some more detail on certain stocks to see which ones are bullish for the week. We're going to start off with the SPY, as always, just to get a gauge of the market. So if you look here, if we look at the weekly chart, we can see that SPY's been bearish for the entire year of 2022. Now we're in 2023, signified by this dash line here. And we have this uptrend, right? It broke out of this 2022 action. Now we have this uptrend. And right here in the price action, you can see that we have this uptrend in this purple line. We had a bounce here, right? We're going to signify that by using a highlighter. So we had a bounce here. Then we have another bounce here. And now we got another bounce here, right? Even though at the beginning of the week, this looked like two bearish candles. But this one came, rallied all the way down, hit this support level, and bounced right back up to finish strong for the week. So what we're looking for next week, to be clear, is for the next candle to have a higher high and a higher low. Kind of like what you see here. So like a reversal like this one is what we're seeing right here. So then we want to see a follow through like this week, right? So once we trade above 404.37 on the SPY, then we can see a continuation of this bullish move, right? So this 404 on the SPY, we're going to mark it. So we know exactly what we're looking for. And we're going to make this a green line. Make it solid. So that when we look at the smaller time frames, we know exactly where we marked that on the weekly. So we're going to go into the daily chart now. And if you take a deeper look into the daily chart, you can see that we were going sideways right here. We gapped down. Then we had this very bullish candle, completely filled. That means that there was a lot of buying going on. When you see full candles like this, that means there's a lot of buying going on. And when you see a candle like this one here, that means that there's indecision. There's no direction in the market because it opened and closed in the same area. But when you get two consecutive candles like this, that is very, very bullish. So it's important that you recognize this bullish action and know how to take advantage of it. So if you look at the SPY, we were going sideways here for all of the last 2 weeks. So for the entire 2 weeks, we were going sideways, and it's indicated by this highlighted box that I have here on the 1 hour chart. You can see we had this downtrend. Now we're going sideways, and finally we broke to the upside of this sideways action. Now that it came out of the box, we could expect SPY to come back, retest for the next move up. What that means is that Monday we're looking for this candle to open, come down a little bit, and then reverse and come above this 404.50 level. Once it gets above this level, the candle goes green, it's above this level. We are super, super bullish on SPY, okay? And if we're bullish on SPY, then that would mean that the next level that we're looking for is this 417 level right here. So the next level that we're looking for after this is 417 level. That's for swing trades, okay? If you want to look at day trades, then you're looking at the hour chart and you're just playing it day by day. So now we have this weekly chart here. It came down, made a bullish reversal, helping this trend that was about to break. at the beginning of the week, and now it has completely reversed. So these are the things that you have to start noticing when looking at price action. You have a bounce here, a bounce here, a bounce here. This candle started off super red. It came all the way down here, and we thought that we were going to finish with a lower low and a lower high. But it came back, reversed, respected this trend, even though it almost broke. So now we're looking for the next leg up, right? If you see on the daily chart, we had no direction. We're still not in a bullish order flow, but we have two candles that indicate that we have some buying going on. So once we get above this 404 level, we can see the next level here at about 417, which is the previous high. So right around this level right here. Right? So once we get up there, we know that we have a possibility of having either a double top or reversing, because this is also a crucial level. If we go back in price history, we can see that this level held here and it got rejected, and it also held here, broke out, and then it gapped down right back under the level. So that lets you know that this level is significant, right? So now that we're here, we're looking for a couple more candles until we hit this price target of 417. So now that we know that SPY is bullish, we have to start looking at tickers that are going to be as bullish as SPY. Now, one of the tickers that had earnings recently that have been very bullish is Nvidia. All right, so now that we look at Nvidia, we see that we see mostly green on the weekly chart here. So taking a deeper dive here into Nvidia on the daily chart, we had this gap up after earnings, and then we had this level here. So it's right at the brink of a breakout. And then we have two bullish candles. So above this candle here, we're looking for a bullish move to the upside. So we're going to mark 239, and above 239, then you can look for an entry for your next swing trade. Another stock that has bullish order flow is General Electric, GE. So if you look at that weekly chart, you can see that it's extremely bullish, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of buying. So we have 6 weeks of buying here in GE. And now we're looking for a continuation of this trend. Another bullish stock that we can look at is, these are the beginning stages of a bullish run for Roku. So we had, on the weekly chart, we had this big buying candle. Then we have a candle that's neutral because it's completely inside the previous. No higher high, no higher low. So because of this, we know that this candle is neutral. Then it broke to the downside and reversed. So that reversal is important, right? So for Roku, we're looking for price action above 66, but you would go in light because 70 is right around the corner. So for me, this is more of a day trading until we get above 70. Once we get above 70, then I'll take it for the next swing. Another bullish stock that's on my list is Airbnb. That's Airbnb. So if you look at Airbnb, we also have the same thing as Roku. The beginning of a bullish run, and we had this bullish run here, followed by a little bit of sideways action, a pullback on the daily chart, and now we're seeing that pullback getting bought up again, right? So we had this pullback, came back, used the moving averages as support, and now we're seeing buying here. So an entry above 126 would be necessary in order for you to take advantage of this bullish run. So 126, 127 area is what I'm looking at. So if you want to go a little deeper into why I say Airbnb is looking good, if you start up here at the high of the last bearish run, it starts here and then it comes down, right? Now we have this breakout here, and we're stuck inside of this box. So we had a little bit of a rejection here, and now we're looking for the buyers to step back in and push it above this 127 area. So we're looking for a trade in Airbnb above 127, 126.50, around that area, okay? So it's important that you pay attention to that, all right? Tesla is still bullish in my book. It's in the middle of a little bit of a range, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's still in the middle of a range, but this is the bottom of the channel. So it's, if you want to put on your first piece, I wouldn't say that it's a bad idea. It came back, held the support on the 21 moving average, and now we have two bullish days. So a trade above 200 up until this resistance here of 210, I would take that trade. But I would play here on the smaller time frame between the daily chart and the hourly chart, because we can see a rejection right up here at 213, 212. So I would day trade this, and then once it gets above this 215 area to 218 the most, I would definitely swing Tesla for the next move up. So I would day trade this from here to 202 all the way to 216, and then above 218, 216, 218 area, I would definitely swing this. Okay, so we're gonna close up on SPY here. And for sure, once we get above this 404 area, SPY is looking very bullish. Very bullish. At least until 217. SPY is looking very bullish. If we don't cross above this 404 area and we see a reversal, I highly think that's not something that's going to happen. But ultimately, it looks like this trend on the daily is getting respected. So we want to see the next trade all up until here, this 217 area. So trade safe, trade smart, have a plan, have some structure. If you want me to go over any tickers, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And also, remember, you need to stop being confused. You need to know how to trade. You need to know what to look for. You need to know how to find stocks. I'm working with a few students, and it's going awesome for them. And I just encourage you to level up. Know that it's easier for you to learn from someone than to try to do it alone. So if you want to find out about my community, I have a link below. And my name is Louis. Thanks for watching, and I hope you trade safe.